Light will always deflect darkness. You don't have to. My name is Kerry Kay. I'm a spiritual teacher. I talk about transcending the false matrix and ascension into the fifth dimension. But I do this from a very clear, no-nonsense way. And it's not the language that a lot of spiritual people use. What we're doing right now is we're finding ourselves in uncharted territory. And that's where my voice comes in. Because we're in a place right now that light can no longer navigate. I know a lot of people are going to get freaked out when they hear that. I'll explain it in a moment. Light can no longer navigate, and neither can darkness. The truth is there are three components to creation. There's light and there is dark, and the two are separate from each other. And they live in separation from each other, but there is a third component here, and the third component is truth. Truth is the amalgamation of light and dark into one union, into one thing. That is why I said earlier, light has reached as far as it can go. And what is light on its own? Light separate from dark is very airy, fairy. It's very, kumbaya, singing, love and light, dancing, drums banging. It's very full moon worshipping, which is all great. None of that stuff is bad by any means. Then you've got darkness on its own, which is always going to try to demean the power of somebody else and put somebody else down, because that's the only way that darkness can puff itself up and feel, even if it's an illusion, feel as if it's strong, powerful, and more. It'll take the power of light to do that. The truth is, light can only actually disempower itself. Darkness is just very tricky and always gets light to do that. But those are the two individual fish that have been swimming, the yin and the yang. And it's time now to realize that we are the sea of totality. We are the divine union, and it's time now to step into that. And that's why I said earlier, a lot of people in the spiritual community don't use this language that I'm using right now because it is one that we have not had access to before. It is the language of truth. It is the language of waking up to a power that you are, that is only about 100 million, quadrillion, gazillion times bigger than you could ever dream. And yes, those are very mathematically accurate equations.